a lot of enhancements, and it's not to say that it's replacing who you are, but it's just enhancing you. You know, I feel like Alea 2.0, and not just with the makeup and stuff. It's more so with the tools that the tools that I've gotten, the tools that I have gotten, and now my toolkit is, you know, filling up with different things, and whether that's self-confidence, because sometimes, you know, I struggle with that, but of course this is Miss Bahamas universe. It's confidently beautiful, and I am confident in the skin that I'm in, and it's just getting more of that, just standing tall and being comfortable in who you are, and knowing who you are, and not letting anybody change that for you. And so I don't know.
Okay, then that's fine. We're just gonna have to stick with it. We're gonna have to stick with Instagram Live, and then we'll just post it on Facebook for everybody. Sorry, guys, on Facebook, if you couldn't see this, it's all good. We're gonna post it later for you to see. We're gonna stick to our Instagram, people. We're gonna make it happen here. What's up, everybody? The Speak Your Life podcast. My name is Andre. I'm your host. Make sure, again, if you have not already, follow our page at Speaker LYFE, because Life Without Your Wife is meaningless, and follow our YouTube channel and subscribe. We want you to be a part of the family. Anyways, we will waste no more time. We've been trying to get this Facebook Live stuff to work, but anyways, we're going to get going. Today's special guest is a good friend of mine all the way from college. We go way back, since freshman year. She's from Nassau, Bahamas, graduated with her psych in undergrad, and then she also graduated with a master's of mental health, from our alma mater, Harding University. But before she flexes the PhD muscles on us real quick, she wanted to stop by and throw her hat into the bucket for the chance to win Miss Bahamas. Please welcome Alea Sweeting to the show.
Thank you.
So how are you feeling out of 10?
Oh, I am feeling so pumped, so excited, so ready. There's a lot of adrenaline, you know.
Oh, yeah.
All the time. But I'm excited about it, you know. It's something new. It's, gosh. Yeah. All of the above.
I love it. Yeah. So, you know, as I paraphrase, I'm going to paraphrase a quote from Mark Twain, and it goes, there are two things that are most important in life: the day you were born and the day you knew why. So give us that journey from the day you were born, and again, that could be, and again, the people in the audience, pay close attention. We will be asking questions at the end, because again, we will be giving away prizes, Speak Your Life t-shirt, prizes at the end, so pay attention to what she's gonna say. We're gonna be asking questions. So anyways, give us the day you were born and talk about that, and then go all the way to why you were born. Give us that journey.
Why I was born.
You don't.
Okay,
if you don't want to give us the year, you can give us, like, I don't know, the month. You know, what was going on during the culture, what was happening at the time. Like, let's hear it.
That's fine. I will give you the year. So, as Andre said, my name is Alea Sweeting. I am from Nassau, Bahamas. Yes. And I was born March 24th, 1994. So, there you have it. 27 years. Young, not old, young. And, you know, I grew up here in Nassau, did pre-K, grade school, all of that good stuff. And then that was done. Went off to college. Actually, before going off to college, I went to Costa Rica, stayed there for 6 months. Love the culture, learned the language, met some great, amazing friends, who's now my family. And then I went to Harding, where I met Andre and so many amazing people. Did undergrad there, check up psychology, was praying to God that, you know, I would make it out alive, because I was like, oh, psychology. But I made it. And then after that, I transferred to my grad school, and I went ahead, did clinical mental health counseling, as well as special education. So that was very exciting. It was different for me. Definitely love grad school in terms of work, way more than undergrad. You focus on a
Yeah.
specific skill set. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And up to this day, I still speak to a lot of the people from Harding, very well connected with them. I'm loving the support from everyone there. I just want to say that. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. The encouragement is amazing, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So that is my life in a nutshell, from birth
Awesome.
to current. Mhm.
Awesome. Awesome. And so, tell us the story about how you got connected to this pageantry. I know everybody knows about the Miss USAs, the Miss Bahamases, the Miss Universes of the world,
Mhm.
but tell us how you got connected with this. Tell us how you got started with that.
Oh, Andre, let's see where to begin. Hmm. So I saw the flyer for it one day, and
Hmm.
I just kept thinking, oh, I don't know, maybe, maybe not. And I pondered about it for about a week, and
Yeah.
then the deadline was very quickly approaching, and so the night before the deadline, I went ahead. You know me, how I am with last
Yeah,
minute,
yeah.
but it's
I know
okay.
you.
It's
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
This is a good thing. This is a good thing. You know why? Because I said, what do I have to lose?
That's true.
I am in such a transitional phase of my life right now. I moved back home,
Hmm.
getting my business up and running. And I said, between now and when my business up and running, this is the most
Hmm.
free time that I have. So why not take on a new adventure? As well as, it'll help my platform. It's something different that I'm dabbing into. So I said, okay, let's go for it. And I told my parents that this is what I'm doing. I think my mom thought I was joking. And then when I said, oh, mom, the interview is on Saturday, she's like, what interview? I'm like, the Miss Bahamas University streaming. So it was hilarious, but it was amazing. I went
Yeah.
to the interview, felt at
Hmm.
peace with everything. Everything went so well, smooth, and here we are up to today. But in between that, we went
Yeah.
through the interview process where they, accept you, or they say, you need to work on these things and maybe come back. And
Hmm.
I went ahead, I was accepted, which I was very excited about. And then I said, okay, now it's game time. Time to show them what you got.
Yep.
And it's an amazing experience. It's not what I anticipated for sure. It's looking at your platform, which of course everyone, my platform is mental health. And
Hmm.
I love it just because it's not something that I just picked up for the pageant, but I've been doing it, I've been working on it. It's incorporated into my lifestyle. So with the eating, healthy eating, and of course, some of you have seen me snacking, I'm a sweet tooth, but
See, same here.
I'm a little limited at the moment. But it's okay because this is showing me some discipline.
That's
So
right.
that I've learned that skill set. I'm still actually learning. I struggle a little bit, but I am learning. And, I'm learning a lot of discipline, lots of just introspection. I'm getting in touch with my emotions, my feelings. Like I said, it's a roller coaster, but in a good way. Definitely getting out of my comfort zone. It's challenging me to grow, get out of that little nutshell,
Hmm.
try new things, and just even take mental health more seriously. Just because, I was serious about it, but now it's like another level. So
Yeah.
definitely looking at that. And what can I say? I am loving the process.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So I remember when I first learned about this information, we're doing like a little, well, not a little, but it was like a group, friend trips to Miami. We were just, getting
Yeah.
friends together and to do that. And then like you were like, hey, I'm going to Miami. I was like, all right, cool. And then I got another call, like not too far from the trip. You're like, oh, sorry, I can't make it. I was like, it must be really good. It must be a really good reason why because I was like, who's gonna quit on Miami? Come on. So then she was like, yo, so basically, I got this opportunity to do Miss Bahamas. I said, you know what? I ain't even mad at you. I ain't gonna hold you, cause hey, do your thing, because I would have done the same thing if they
Yeah.
had Mr. America that I was applying for, and they accepted me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't ready for all that yet.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, it was cool to know that, like, hey, it's, friend of mine. It's cool to see the maturation process, development through the years. Like I said, we've known each other since freshman year, and we both are doing our thing. And you got your degrees, and now you're pushing towards something different, a new realm, a new atmosphere, and it's cool to see that. So I was like, dang, I wish he could have made it, but hey, it's understandable, because hey, those kind of opportunities are not, they don't come every day. So
Right.
it's one of those things where it's you gotta accept it where you can. So this is the year. So you're gonna make it happen. So with that being said, I think I can relate on some way, I guess, in the sense of, like, that I've been flying as a flight attendant for a few years, and there's a sense of glamour that people see from the outside, that they're like, hey, that's beautiful, that's a amazing opportunity, that's a glamorous job. I hear that word all the time, and they're saying all these things, but at the same time, they don't understand, like, what's going on behind the scenes, like what I go through, or all that stuff, like, that you got to do, that you don't see on the outside.
Right.
So I'm sure you experienced that with what you're doing with the competition, the pageant, and just there's a lot of glamour to it on the outside. So tell us the difference between, like, how you approach things, as an outsider looking in, like, wow, Miss Bahamas, versus, like, wow, I'm in this, and we in the trenches, we getting out the mud right now. Tell us about that.
Well, let me tell you what I've been experiencing. So,
Okay.
I would say that I'm not too fussy in a lot of things. I wasn't into wearing the makeup and
Yeah.
heels. I mean, I wore heels occasionally, but not like all the time. And
Yeah.
so I switched out the flats for heels, and I wear makeup now. Well, now I've purchased makeup, and of course, I had no idea what to do with that, but I was like, okay, let me figure that out. And so I got that going. A lot of enhancements, and it's not to say that it's replacing who you are, but it's just enhancing you. I feel like Alea 2.0, and not just with the makeup and stuff. It's more so with the tools that I've gotten, and now my toolkit is, filling up with different things, and whether that's self-confidence, because sometimes, I struggle with that. But of course, this is Miss Bahamas universe. It's confidently beautiful. And I am confident in the skin that I'm in. And it's just getting more of that, just standing tall and being comfortable in who you are, and knowing who you are, and not letting anybody change that for you. And so just looking out from the outside in, a lot of people think it's just glitz and glam, but that's not the case. There's the glitz and glam, but there's a lot of hard work into it. There's preparing for your platform, preparing for yourself. And also what I love about it, because I'm in mental health, I've been taking on those things, making sure that I'm not burning myself out. And so I think it's very important. I've been down that road beforehand. I know what that's like. I'm not trying to get back over there again. So definitely pacing myself and not straining myself too much. I definitely am learning to do a lot of those things too. And just like I said, learning more about myself in the process. Sometimes we get so excited about the goal, reaching that goal, but it really is about that journey. And what is that journey looking like to you? Are you getting the most of it, or are you just letting it slip by? And I had to have a talk with myself at one point, because I was feeling a little discouraged, and we all do. But it's like, Leah, this is an opportunity. You need to get it going, get it together.
Yeah, and that's right.
Sometimes it helps realign you, and that's all you need. So I would definitely say a lot of people just think it's the glitz and glam, it's the makeup, and it's the
Yeah.
shows and the shopping and all that other good stuff. But in reality, it's that, but some. It's also, what are you
Mm,
bringing to the table? What are you able to, bring? What is your outlook on your country,
mm,
on an international perspective?
yeah.
So I do think that all of that has to be taken into consideration, and just even looking at the pace of life, just it's so much
Yeah.
that comes into it. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's good stuff. And it's like I guess like from what I've learned about the
Hmm.
all these pageants and stuff like that, through talking to friends like I mean, Katarina, she was Miss Guam Earth in 2013, and
Hmm.
she was telling me some similar sentiments that you're sharing, about how it's not just about what, is, what you have on as far as your dress, as far as the makeup, but
Yeah.
what you also have up here and what
Yeah.
you plan on doing and serving, how you plan to serve your country, how you plan to serve the people, whether it be nonprofits, whether it be just getting involved in the community work, giving back to the community through children, whatever it may be. So that's one thing that I've learned about, having friends that are involved in stuff like this.
Yeah.
So that's really cool to know that it's, again, because I mean, there's one side that you see to it from an outsider's perspective, and then there's another side that you're like, oh wow, this is what it's really like. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So so that being said, like, what would you say would be like one of the most exciting things that you've experienced, along with the million photo shoots, the private jet experiences, all that stuff. What would you say would be like some of your, I don't know, maybe top three experiences that you've had in this whole process?
Definitely my top three, I want to say connecting with people,
Mm,
especially my team. I
yeah,
have an amazing coach and an amazing team. And,
yeah.
like I said before, sometimes I get discouraged, but they are right there to pull my
Mm.
backside in place. They're like, Aaliyah, look,
Yeah,
we have that conversation
that's
because,
right.
like I said, it's about getting out of that comfort zone.
Mm,
And I think it's amazing because I get to see myself grow, you know?
mm,
So that's one.
yeah.
Of course, the photo shoots, Andre, I love those photo shoots.
Like, man, from the beach to, everywhere, like
Yes.
in the forest with the nature, like being one with nature, getting all different angles, showing different sides of yourself. I bet that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And another thing would be the impacts that you make because I've I've gotten a lot of feedback from people,
Yeah,
and sometimes I'm like, oh, wow, like you're really interested on what I have to say or what I'm doing. Sometimes I
yeah,
think, are these posts that I'm making, sometimes on my story or on my actual posts, are they impacting anybody? And people come and they say, Aaliyah, we love what you're doing. And I
mm,
do love that because it's like, okay, so this is not going in vain. It's not just me because I want to help everybody as well, or who I
yeah,
can touch. And I think that's one of the biggest blessings that I could just ask for, just to know that I'm doing something productive and useful and effective, that people
yeah.
are taking away things from it. So I think
Definitely,
that's pretty
definitely.
cool in my eyes.
Wow. And so, like you said, you've done. I mean, like you've done a lot of things that are challenging, overcoming a lot of challenges, but and you share with some good things, but what have you done to keep yourself, busy as far as like the fun stuff? Like I know you're into biking, used to shoot hoops back in the day. Like what's up? Tell the people like what you do for fun other than like being all
Gee.
serious. Let me put my makeup, getting ready for this competition. What does Aaliyah do, when the doors are closed, the cameras are off, no photo shoots are going on. What are you doing for fun on a Saturday evening? I don't know.
Ooh. So I absolutely love movies.
Yep.
Oh gosh, I would just
Any
sit there.
favorites?
Favorites? Ooh, that's a hard one. But I can tell you that
Okay.
I do love action packed.
Okay. Okay. Like
Love action.
Avengers or
Yeah, all of the above. All
okay.
of them.
Okay. All right.
Every last one.
That's okay.
Avengers from like Sylvester Stallone, Jason Stratham,
Mhm.
all of
Yeah.
Idris Elba.
Yeah.
All of them.
Of course, I knew that was going. Let me guess, you're a Michael B. Jordan fan.
I mean, of
All the girls.
course.
I mean, I just had to let you get that out there because I knew that was coming. I just had to say it first. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool. So movies, anything else like any active things that you like to do outside or anything like that?
Yeah, I do love reading a few books. Right now, I'm reading Boundaries, Set Your Boundaries, Earn Your
Mm,
Peace. And
mm, mm.
there was another one I read, I think about 3 months ago. It was about
Mhm.
pacing yourself. It's
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the book, but we live in such a
Yeah.
busy world. Sometimes it's, important to make sure you're being in the moment and staying present and like why are you so busy all the time? Take time for yourself.
Yeah.
Realize
Exactly.
that you're important. But yeah, on a Saturday night, Friday night, I
Mhm.
am in a blanket with a movie on. I
Yeah.
would love some desserts, but I can't do that now. Not the desserts part.
Maybe
That's
some
so much.
strawberries. Little fruit.
DeAndre, that's
Can't
the
go can't go
thing.
can't go too
I
wrong with a little fruit now.
I mean, I love fruits. I love
Yeah.
fruits, but listen,
It's natural
any
sugar. Come on.
what?
It's natural
Listen,
sugar.
anyone that knows me on this
Yeah.
call knows that I love my food.
Yeah.
You know this too.
Including me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
But
Yeah.
yes, for sure.
Mhm.
I'm definitely a sweet tooth. I do love fruits for sure. I
Yeah.
love salads, but I would say
Mhm.
that I'm a balance. I have a good balance in my diet. So
Yeah.
good healthy balance. Nothing's wrong with that. But yeah, for sure movies with my family or friends,
Mhm.
eating something and yeah, maybe a book sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll play the piano or I'm, doing some kind of self-care. I'll
Yeah.
have just like a candle lit in the room and I'm just laying on the bed just reflecting through the week like, hmm, you know.
Yeah. Got to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Dominique said the fruits don't hit the same as the cake. Ain't
Ex-
that right? Ain't that the truth?
exactly. She knows what
Man,
she's talking about.
man, especially some strawberry shortcake and
Oh,
some
I
nice
love it.
vanilla ice cream. I know, like you probably like, I don't want to hear this right now because I know I can't have it. Man, I might have to get some after this live real quick.
Good for you.
Man,
Good
but
for you.
anyways, so you got that going on, like movies, reading books, reading good books like Boundaries, setting boundaries,
Yes.
things about staying balanced with life because that's important. We're in a society where it's always go, go, go.
Right.
Never any time to sit back, reflect, and think about the things that are happening in your life, how you are growing, how you're progressing, maybe some mishaps, maybe some ways that you can
Mm-hmm.
improve. And there are times that I even had to stop myself because me, I'm a very active person. I like to be in the mix. Like yesterday, I
Yeah.
was playing tennis and going to a Clark Atlanta football game. But just like when I got home, I had to think about all right. So how was the day? What did I do? How can I improve my relationships? How can I improve myself just as a person? So that's good that you're doing that and encouraging other people to do that as well. So I would also like to ask you, how would you encourage the next generation? Let's say, for instance, either your sister, your little sister, or the next generation. It could be boys and girls. How would you encourage them to live a balanced life where you're also making a big impact on people? Whether you're on a big platform such as Miss Bahamas or something like that.
How can I tell them that
What would be your okay? So what would be your advice as far as aspiring to make a big impact,
mm-hmm.
to as many people as possible, but at the same time looking to find a way to just balance life? Like, just what is I don't know, what's one thing that you would say to people who are looking to make an impact like you, and they're just kind of like man, I'm looking up to Alea. I want to do, something similar. I want to be like that when I grow up. I want to, run for office. I want to run in the pageants. Like, what, I don't know, what's some advice that you would give, I don't know, maybe to the next generation or just like maybe to your younger self, uh, if you're like teenager or early 20s?
I would definitely say, for sure, to be yourself. Do not give up,
Mm-hmm.
because we, sometimes there's fear
Yep.
and of the unknown, or maybe fear to be vulnerable. And that's another thing. Vulnerability is something, you're putting yourself out there to make that impact, or whatever the case may be. But go for it. Do for it. It's
Mm-hmm.
scary. I put myself out here, and I'm like, I don't know what kind of comments are gonna, be received. But listen,
Yep.
at the end of the day, it's my life, and I'm choosing to put myself out there, and whoever takes it with gratuity or whatever, with gratitude,
Mm-hmm.
then it is what it is. But I would just say that you live once. You don't want to live with those regrets. So go ahead, figure out how you want to make that impact in that positive way,
Mm-hmm.
and speak to different mentors out there. Even if you want to speak to me, you are good to go. Just, you know where to find me. Add me on Instagram, Facebook, go in those DMs or Facebook Messenger. Andre,
Mm-hmm.
you're a good mentor as well. And so,
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
absolutely.
I
Positive.
try,
Positive.
trying to help the young generation out here.
But yes, definitely, I would just say don't give up. And for
Mm,
sure, for sure, for sure, just believe in yourself. At the end of the day, you have to believe in yourself first before anyone else can. So I would say just
yeah,
go for it. Like I like to say, just wing it. Go for it.
yeah,
So
that's good. That's good. And so, also, I heard that you're a mom to a rabbit named Grayson. How is that going? How is it like to be a mother while you're also balancing out everything that you're doing? Um, I don't know. What is it like?
well, a mother's love.
I don't know what that's like.
Grayson is amazing. I've had him
Mm,
for 4 years.
yeah.
He has gotten me through a lot. And gee, he's, I don't have kids of my own, adult kids, human kids.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine what that would be like, because I love Grayson so much. And
Mm.
he's still in Arkansas.
Oh
But
wow. That's hard.
it is hard. It's very hard. So, I mean,
Mm,
I love it though. I love it. And eventually I'll get more pets. Right now, I
mm,
think one is enough.
yeah. No, I definitely get that part. I mean, I guess I had my own. I had my turtle Franklin, so I had to give him up. But yeah, it was, it's that bond that you build with a pet. It's just like something unlike any other. But anyways, um, it's it's a beautiful thing. But as we as we wrap things up, there's a question that we like to ask everybody, all of our guests on the show, and it is a question of, if life is described as a house, what does your house stand on, and why? Like, what's, I don't know, a foundational pillar that your house stands on? Like, some people say integrity, some people say loyalty, some people say their faith, some people say love, all kinds of things. What is something that your house, your life stands on?
I can go first, but it's
Oh, you.
interesting.
I mean, hey, this is all about you.
My house would stand on probably. Can I do two things?
Sure.
Okay. I'd love to say compassion
Hmm.
and probably loyalty.
Tell
Yeah.
us about that.
Well, I say compassion just because, well, I would like to think that I'm compassionate, for one. You know,
Hmm.
taking time for others, just being empathetic, and not just because of the counseling side, but just I think that's something that I've always had. And yeah, loyalty. I see loyalty with my friends, my family. I just love being around them, you know. Wouldn't give them up for the world.
That's good. Good answers. I love that.
Thanks.
So, anyways, yeah. And so the very last question, very last question is question of the day.
Oh.
Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready?
I guess so.
All right.
Absolutely.
So question of the day is, so situation, you're walking down the aisle, you've been called for Miss Bahamas.
Woo!
And they have called your name so you can come to the front of the stage. But you are allowed to invite one celebrity guest to the front row to watch this all happen. Who would it be and why?
Oh, Andre, why you do this to me? Celebrity.
Oh, yeah. Don't think too hard.
Celebrity. I would say,
Dead or alive?
I mean, they're alive. They're alive.
Okay. All right. There we go.
I would say, and this might, people will be like, whoop, but I would say Charlize Theron, just because she is so, I look at her and I just see, let's put this in a very graceful way. I see complete in terms of how graceful she is, how confident she is. You know, she would be cheering me on in the audience saying, come on, Alea, you got this. I don't know. I just, something about her I just absolutely love and I admire. So it would be her.
There you go.
Sure.
Good. We all have that person that inspires us, that helps us to like get something out of us that maybe we didn't see before. And it's good that we have that person. It could be celebrity, and then also beyond celebrities, we have people in our close circles, our family, our friends that also inspire us to do great things as well. Absolutely. So if you're in the audience and you're wondering, take that time to think about who is that person for you. Who is that person that inspires you, that motivates you to become better than who you are right now, to be a better person tomorrow than you are today, and just climb higher, aspire higher, and just, I don't know, become, like Michelle Obama said, becoming. You're always becoming something every single day. So, anyways, we want to thank you guys so much for joining this Instagram live, rather. Shout out to the Facebook family people who did join, but we were not able to connect Alea and I together on Facebook. But we will be posting this video, like I promised, on Facebook, so people who want to tune in can tune in later. And if you aren't able to tune in live, you can watch here on Instagram as well. We'll also be on YouTube. So remember to take the time to follow Speak Your Life, Speak Your LYFE, because life without your why is meaningless, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are growing. We want you to be a part of what we have going on. But before we leave, we have Alea. We want you to take this time to follow her on her journey as she goes towards Miss Bahamas, speaking into existence. That's what we do on the Speak Your Life podcast. We speak our lives into existence. And so she's speaking her life into existence as she is heading towards that crown. We want you, even though you can't vote for her, we want you to still support her by following her page. That's Alea Nicole 0324. Right now, take this time to do that right now. And also, we want you to follow our page if you are not already following it. Speak Your LYFE, because life without your why is meaningless. We are also on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, but we really are growing our YouTube space, and we want you to be a part of everything that's going on. Thank you, my trainer, Meeks. Man, appreciate you for joining us and being part of the Speak Your Life family. We want you to encourage others to be a part of this as well. So again, we hope that you were encouraged. We hope that you were inspired. We hope that you got something out of this conversation, even if you didn't get a t-shirt. So with that being said, thanks again, Alea, for joining. Want to wish you the best of luck with all your endeavors and your journey. We're all here to support you, whatever you need. And again, we want to thank everybody who's in the audience for being a part of this live stream. We thank you, love you, and we'll see you next time.
Thank
on
you.
The Live Podcast.
Bye,
Peace.
everyone. Thank you so much.